Good morning, everybody. I am excited because I, number one, get to travel home to see my family and be back with my animals. Number two, on the way home, I get to stop at the St. Louis Zoo. Now, there's a little bit of an issue. We had a behind-the-scenes tour lined up. It kind of fell apart last minute. We're still heading there. I still have one more contact. I hope I'm gonna get in touch with them this morning so we can get some behind-the-scenes action. If not, we're gonna get a chance to see the zoo anyways, but you know me, I like to take you guys into an all-access, cool opportunity. Regardless, I gotta get packed up and get on the road. Oh, and by the way, guys, it's pretty funny. When I was at Lambert's, the restaurant last night, the home of the throw rolls, the manager gave me a bunch of these cups. Look at how huge they are.
Oh, big gulps, huh? All right. Well, see you later.
So it's about a 2-hour drive to the St. Louis Zoo. Again, I'm gonna be trying to reach my contact on the way, but it's a beautiful morning. Sunrise is just coming up over there. Oh, so pretty. So hopefully this weather will stay the whole day. I love traveling when it's beautiful outside. So anyways, 2 hours to St. Louis Zoo, and then I don't know, like 8 hours home, 9 hours home, I don't know, something like that. So it's gonna be a long travel day. Well, I just heard back from my contact at the St. Louis Zoo, and unfortunately he doesn't work at the St. Louis Zoo anymore, so I'm on the prowl to find somebody. I have about an hour left of driving, and I'm calling everyone I know just so I can get a behind-the-scenes tour. But if not, we'll still see some cool animals, and I'll just walk around like normal people. So here we are at the zoo. Unfortunately, it looks like no behind the scenes for us, but that's okay because I still love going to zoos. Believe it or not, this zoo, what's really interesting about it is that there's no admission to get in. So, you know, most zoos are like 15 or 20 bucks. St. Louis Zoo is completely free, and it's definitely one of the coolest zoos in the country. So ironically enough, I end up running into a friend of mine who's a zookeeper here at the reptile house. And when I saw him, his name is Steve Hammock, I thought, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I ran into him here. This is my in to go see stuff behind the scenes. And unfortunately, we had a great talk. We talked for probably a half an hour, but unfortunately, he had to get approval to get me behind the scenes, and it was gonna take a day or two. So, hey, whatever. I still got to talk to my buddy from the zoo, and I still get to see some cool animals, but no behind the scenes. I tell you, I highly encourage you guys to go to the zoo during the winter. I mean, the summer months are fantastic because, you know, it's nice outside and stuff, but in the winter, you can see there's literally no one at the zoo. You get the zoo to yourself, more or less, and the animals that are outside are typically really active because it's cold out and they don't have to rest all day. So, I don't know. I love zoos all the time, but the winter months are, to me, the best months to go to a zoo. Yeah, I've been to a lot of penguin houses all over the country and all over the world, really, but this is the coolest one I've ever been to, mainly because there's no glass in between you and the penguins, so literally they're right there. I mean, you can see them, they're just a few feet away. That is absolutely incredible. Alright, so guys, wrapping up here at the zoo. Here's the exit. It's been a great time. What a cool zoo, and again, it's a free zoo, which makes it really awesome. You do? You follow me on Instagram? How are you, Brian? How are you? It's good to meet you. Have a fun time at the zoo. So I'm hitting the road. I've got about 8.5, 9 hours on the way home. It's going to be a long drive, but it's a beautiful day, so I am not complaining. I literally hate crossing the Mississippi River. I hate bridges, hate that river. I don't want to do it, but I have no choice. So I have about 3.5 hours to go get home, and the weather is definitely turning for the worse. I mean, it went from a beautiful sunny day to cloudy. Now there's actually calling for some wintry mix and some snow in the future. So I have a feeling I might hit a few bad stretches. Won't be too bad though. But I tell you what, you know, because I don't have anything else to do, I'm going to tell you guys a couple things. You know, I think travel is such a huge part of molding who you could become. You know, I think that when you're just in one place for too long, you don't, you know, get an opportunity to see what other, you know, areas are like, whether it's in America or you're traveling out of the country. You know, every time I travel, I take a little piece of it with me. I mean, like yesterday when I went to Lambert's restaurant, that was some culture from the Missouri area that goes back decades, and I was able to hear the story and experience and live it. And it's little things like that. Whenever you travel, you take little pieces, and it just kind of makes you a more rounded person. And everywhere you go, you know, you should try to absorb yourself in that culture of that area, because it truly is amazing. So I really encourage you guys that, you know, to travel as much as you can. And hey, you may not be able to afford to go a lot of places, but that doesn't mean that you can't get in a car and drive a couple hours to somewhere that would be really cool and that you could experience something. You know, I'm always shocked at when I talk to people that have hardly traveled their whole life, because I just don't understand how that could be. I mean, there's so much amazing experience and adventure to be had. So again, you know, think about it. Think about where you want to go, what's within your means to go financially and time-wise, and make the plan. Step out and actually do it. If I can encourage you to do it, that's what I want to do. Alright guys, so it is awesome to be home. I am definitely whooped. That was a really long 3 days, but we had some fun, didn't we? So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you have an amazing day ahead of you. Make sure to be kind to somebody, and tomorrow I'll be rested, and I'll see you guys then.